We're getting interrupted right now, you guys. I think my sister's gonna kick me off.
I think she's crashing the...
I think she's crashing the...
Do you get in trouble for C's?
What you think? I got a Mexican mother.
Do you take anything serious?
My parents weren't like perfect, but I grew up in a household where it was like always yelling.
I am not the enforcer where you use me. I'm gonna go get your daddy.
I think we're doing such a fucking great job at being parents.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Welcome today. Let's go play. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said.
Yay.
You got your host here, Jay Kelly, and your other host over there looking so damn. Gabrielle Kelly.
Hi guys.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Hey, you know what I'm gonna start doing on our intros is I'm gonna start figuring.
So what you gonna start doing?
I'm gonna start figuring out like a nice introduction where I can introduce you, like, you know, hype you up before we start talking. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to be like a rapper?
Yeah.
Cool.
Welcome to the stage, Gabrielle Kelly, coming from El Paso, Texas, 915 Chuco Town. Did I get that right? Yeah. Coming in from your mixtapes. Listen, real trap shit. No, I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. I'm just trying to figure. I'm over here trying to slurp this damn coffee to get some energy. And
Bro, who drinks coffee at 3 o'clock in the
Gabrielle
afternoon?
Kelly, because I am a tired mom of three and actually 4 kids.
And I'm tired too. I'm 4. I am not a kid. I am a grown man. About to be 30.
Including you, because I'm trying to get your energy, my
Look,
friend.
Hey, I be tired too. It's just I be hiding, but I be real down low. I be like, oh God.
This man over here, he's so tired, but after this podcast, this man wants to build a whole workbench when it's about to storm and everything. He got a bunch of energy to build stuff.
I do gotta.
When he builds this damn workbench, I expect the same energy when he builds my damn fireplace area.
Not a chance.
You are.
Not a chance.
You're going to.
Not a chance, brother.
Dude, no. I want my fireplace like redone, and he said that he's gonna do it.
I told you I'll do it. I gotta go. Like, we're gonna start on it today, maybe a little bit if my machines work. But I plan on this week getting me my table saw. Yeah. So eventually, when I get that table saw, guys, I can get down now. I can get down. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna get down.
Hey, so what's been the update lately? Like, what's new? What's today, going on? What's hot?
Hold on. What's hot was today. Damn it. I had to get up at motherfucking 7 o'clock.
Yo, you know why? That's why we actually have been so exhausted. Is because
I'm drained because of that.
Jeremiah in football. We have Nevaeh in soccer, Nevaeh in tumbling. Then we're going to try to put Jeremiah in boxing or wrestling. And then Nova is possibly going to be starting sports when she turns 3. So we are on the go every weekend. Like, every weekend. We was up early this morning for Jeremiah's football game. And you know what? It's fun. It really is. But it is so draining sometimes being a parent. Like, man.
With all these sports and stuff. Like, come on. But yeah, like the heat just.
The heat came out of nowhere.
The heat with the humidity is like.
Oh my God. Killer, it kind of makes you mad.
Killer. And then like you got Jeremiah coming to the side trying to get water. I'm like, yeah.
And that's why we're so hard on them when they drink water too, because like it's like, dude, I make sure these kids drink water constantly because like the heat is coming, summer's coming, and I want them to be hydrated.
That's
as much
all they
as they
want.
can.
But they want to always try to grab like when they want to pick something, they don't pick water. They try to pick the sugar drinks or whatever. So it's like, hey, see, now this is why you're tired when you're out there running. You're like. When you could have prevented that, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I mean, I know you're tired, bro, from running. Everyone gets tired, but hey, drink some more water. You'll be hydrated.
No, seriously. What is your favorite? Like, do you prefer like it being cold or hot?
So here's my perspective. Like, growing up, I always drink my water like cold. Our water bottles were always in the fridge.
Right.
Everything. I never, until now. Like now, as an adult, my water is on the staircase. I just grab it. I drink it room temperature, which you're supposed to, right?
Honestly, okay. So the thing about water, it's so crazy. So that's why we have it in room temperature, because so many people say that cold water is bad for you. Isn't that crazy how it could be so bad? Okay. We're getting interrupted right now, you guys. I think my sister's gonna kick me off.
I think she's crashing the.
I think she's crashing. She's gonna kick me off the podcast too, or what? Because you have anything to say?
What?
If you're in here,
you can stay in here.
If you have anything to say, then sit right here and you. Okay. Yeah, she's kicking me off.
Yep. I run this place.
Back to what I was saying about the cold water. Like, I now, if I'm hot outside, I want cold water. I want cold water. Like,
I'm Gabbie right now, so shush.
Bro, why do you do the things that you do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm very material. Nobody wants to hear you on the radio, bro.
Right now, I'm Gabbie, okay? I know everything about her.
Okay, well, what was we just talking about?
I don't know. I just walked in.
I thought you was listening. So, what's going on? How's school going?
Awesome, man.
What's going on in school?
Nothing. Just TCAP. Getting done with TCAP.
Ooh, TCAP testing.
Nope, I haven't gotten any fights yet.
Yeah, let's explain. What's going on? It's been happening.
My grades are good except for social
What's your
studies.
grades? What's all your grades in your class? Name your class and your grade.
I got an A in science.
And don't cap neither.
I got a B in math. I got an A in reading, and I got a C in social studies. And I got an A in computer science, and I got an A in career ready thingy. I know.
You're cap.
I swear.
No, be for real. If you have a D or an F or anything, it don't even matter. I've had Fs and Ds before.
Here, look. Do you have your phone? I'll show you.
Okay, so you have one C?
Yes, that's it. Everything else is I have just one D.
So do you get in trouble for C's?
What you think? I got a Mexican mother.
Dude. Well, wow. So like, what's wrong with C's? Do you believe C's are bad?
They can be at some point. Depends on what, like, the rating. Like, if it's a 79, I don't think I would care about that. But if it's like a low 70, I would care. Because that's close to a D, though.
Did they change the grading scale?
Huh?
Did they change the grading scale yet?
No. That was,
What is it? What's an A? Is it what's
from 90 to 100? That's an A.
It's an A now. That's an
A?
From
what? From 3rd to 4th grade, it was
93.
Like if you got a 93 or 92, that was a B.
Yeah, those are B's.
Yeah.
Now, so when I was stationed in Germany, when I was a kid, the grading scale was just like that. 90 to 100 was A's. So when I came to the States, I'm over here. I get my grades. I look at all these 90s. I'm like, oh, I got straight A's again. And then I look.
Gotta put in my email.
I got a B. I got B's. I got all B's. I remember I got all B's. They were 92s and 90s.
Bruh.
And I was like, bruh, that could have been straight A's if it had this grading scale now.
Third grade, I could have had an A, B honor roll, but the grades were all mixed up. Like, I could have had straight A's, but I had a 92, 99. I had a 100 in language arts. I was so good at that, and I had just a 90, and I still had 2 B's.
You struggling in social studies, bruh?
Yes, a lot.
What's wrong with what are you not getting? What makes it hard? I don't like what.
So like
the Declaration of Independence.
Head
No. Right now, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know what we're learning because we just got done with TCAP.
Man, just wait till you get to high school.
I forgot. I changed my password to monkey.
Wait till you get to high school when you in world history and all that.
Bro, I used to do good. Like, I'll show you my grade history. I had good grades.
Learn your history, even though we don't know if it's true or not.
What have you been punished?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we haven't even seen you at the crib lately. Like, you haven't even been able to stay the night.
Like I said.
Dun, dun, dun. No. We're going to dive into this.
Oh, Lord.
Why are you punished?
My grades.
No, we can talk. This is where you can talk and open up.
I'm not on the phone.
You can really say some things like, what's up? Like,
okay, look.
What's up with the punishment?
So science, I got a 95.
Okay, let's address this. Let me see. I can't see. I can look for myself. Let me see.
Only look.
Ooh! I'm calling you out. Let's do this. Okay, so the first 9 weeks.
Oh, no. So
No. You don't have to explain.
No, hold on. Let me show you because you don't really understand this. But no.
How are you going to tell me? Sit down.
No, because I changed grade.
Right, I feel you. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but your lip looked like.
All right. We're going over grades for Tatiana Puig.
Yep.
This is the first 9 weeks in science. You got to B. In math, you got to B. Okay. Language arts, you got a C. Okay. Social studies, B. So you do know some social studies. You just playing.
Each semester gets harder.
Okay. What is STEM Explorer 6? Is that computers?
It's like
labs?
STEM. No.
What is
It's
that?
like where you build things and all that stuff. Like.
Okay. 80. Okay. B. Is this Explore Leadership?
That's like leadership. Like
Okay.
we don't really do anything.
Good. A. All right. Good. That's easy. Okay. Second 9 weeks. Now you're in PE. How come you don't have 100 in PE? You got a 95.
No. Because
What in the world can make you not get 100?
Let me explain. So
Please explain
So when
that.
she walked in, I was talking, and it was my first semester. Okay, so I didn't really know the rules. I was just talking, and then she was like, "You're gonna lose some points for talking." I was like, "I didn't know we weren't supposed to talk." Because that was my first semester of PE.
You're in class. You're not supposed to talk.
No, we're in a gym. Everybody
It doesn't matter. Was the teacher about to say something to y'all?
Huh? No.
Bro, stop. How you get a 95 in PE?
Look, you can.
I'm on you. All right. Next. Okay, so the STEM, you got to be in that. Social studies, another B.
What?
Yo, back in the how is that a D?
What? No, like I said, that changed. That's a C now.
Well,
Look, if you look.
C's should be in the 70s, no?
Huh?
C's are in the 70s.
Yes, that D, it got changed back to a C.
D's are in the 60s.
Yes, that changed to a C. Look, if you, like, that's not, look.
I see it.
So look, right here, this is the new grade that I got. That's the new grades.
Okay, so she has a 0. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
All right, math, she got a B. Science, C. Ew. All right, third 9 weeks. We got an A. We got a B. We got a B. We got a C in what? Social studies. And a B in STEM. And a A in... Okay, finally. All right, now, this 9 weeks, right? Fourth 9 weeks.
Yeah,
we got an A, 95, okay. We got an 85 B, 92 A. We got a C. Man, it's social studies, bro. You struggling.
I told you.
It did look like it get hard. It did get Let me start over. It did look like it got harder for you because your grades. Dang, 10 absences. Woo.
I got dismissed yesterday.
No, I'm just kidding. There's no 10 absences. I didn't see that. All right, so let's go back to the topic, man. We're back to it. Why are you punished? Other than your grades. I mean, your grades, I just said them. They're not terrible. Yeah, so let's get to it. I knew it. What's up with your behavior? Like why can't you behave?
Well, technically, I am behaving.
No, that's what you think.
No. Here's why. So I was doing good, but then my mom said I was grounded because she picked out clothes for me, and she put out shorts. But the shorts were too tight, so I put on some pants. So I put on pants. When I came home, I just switched to my shorts so I don't have to get in trouble. My mom was like, I know you weren't wearing that outfit, so I'm going to check the cameras. I was like, come on, I'm already cooked. And then she looked at the camera. She was like, Tatiana Puig, get your down here. I was like, I already know I'm done. When she says my full name, bro, I already know I'm done. So I go downstairs. She was like, you're grounded for another week. But it wasn't all. My mom was already going to give me my phone back, even though I had a C.
So, like, why do you keep getting, like, what's up with these calls from school? Why you so bad, bro?
I haven't got a call, bro.
I don't care. Let's talk about the past, like before, yeah. Let's talk about the past. Why do you keep getting calls from school? I never had a write-up,
bro. It's just
I don't, it doesn't matter. Why you get kicked off the bus? Why do you do stuff like that?
You have to say it like that. I just got...
I'm asking.
So, the first time I got a warning because I was eating on the bus... And then the second time, I wasn't sitting in my assigned seat, and it was just the beginning of the school year. I saw everybody switching to their non-assigned seat, so I thought I was able to do the same. So I switched to another assigned seat, and then I got in trouble. And then I got suspended off the bus for 1 day. Actually, no, I got suspended off the bus for 1 day for eating, and then I got a warning for switching my assigned seat. And then,
well, okay, I got a question. How you get caught eating?
I sit in the way front. Remember, I'm in 6th grade. The 8th.
Like, what? So you sit in the front. Like, how?
All 6th graders sit in the front. 7th graders, like, in 8th graders. High schoolers in the back.
So what? The bus driver saw you eating? Okay, so how did the bus driver see you eating? Was it when they were driving or when you stopped?
It was when they were stopped.
See?
I was at the high school.
There's where you messed up. You do it when they driving because they ain't gonna look. I'm over here teaching you bad stuff.
Exactly.
Don't do it at all. If you know the rules, don't do it. But just be good at it. Dang, you suck. If you know you ain't supposed to eat, don't eat until
do not tell mom or dad, or they're probably just going to listen to the podcast.
they can watch the podcast. What are you talking about?
Bro, there was this one time. I literally was supposed to be getting suspended off the bus for 10 days. Okay? Bro, the day before I was about to get called to the front office, or Mr. Rowe's office, the principal, I was praying to God. I was like, God, please, I promise I won't ever get a write-up again, or anything like that. I literally prayed to him for anything. Like, I wouldn't get suspended off the bus, because, yeah. And then the next day, I get called to Mr. Rowe's office. I was like, bro, please. I was just having like this the whole time. Before I stepped in the office, I went like this. And then I walked in. He was like, well, I wasn't able to pull up the camera, so you're going to have to get a warning. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, so was that but I thought you ended up, was this a different time?
No, that was my last one. I haven't got a write-up
because I could have sworn you got kicked off the bus.
No, I did. It was another reason, but the other...
Okay. Time out. You got kicked off the bus twice?
3 times. No, 1.
This year?
3 times.
This year? Dude.
So one was...
Yeah, okay, so for y'all that want to know, this is Tatiana. This is... Everything that y'all see on social media is Tatiana. She's been doing this for years.
It's not an act.
At all. So...
we're trying so hard.
Yeah, we're trying to change it because we're going to put her in the penitentiary.
What is that? What is that?
We're trying so hard to like just put her on the right track because it's gonna be so hard when you
like
go to high school.
Mm-hmm.
And when you in the real world, you can't act like this all the time. Like,
girl, and
like this,
and you semi. I mean, you could be goofy, and you semi like you're a content creator in school, bro. Like people look at you.
Oh my God. Oh!
Do you take anything serious? I remember this is the one I remember where you got kicked off the bus. And it was with the laptop though.
Well,
that one. Yeah. Now let's talk about that one. Yeah, what was that time? Wait, what? That's this year?
So the first time it was just a warning. The second time, the paper balls. Mom talked to the principal because the bus driver only gave me a warning. I wasn't really supposed to get suspended. And so the bus driver talked to the principal. The principal was like, "All right, I understand. You don't have to get kicked off this time." I was supposed to get kicked off 3 times. I mean for 3 days, but the bus driver talked to the principal. So that's 2.
But then you ended up getting called right back into the office. So it's like he gave you he gave you a pat on the back and you just said, I I don't care. I'm gonna go back and do something else and try to get kicked off again.
And then the third time.
Oh, you don't care? I literally just I roasted you.
No, I really don't care.
I know we know you don't care because you keep getting kicked off the bus.
I don't care if you're trying to roast me, but that's what I meant. Like, I don't care if you're trying to roast me.
You didn't get what I was saying?
No, I didn't even hear you, actually.
This is probably what you do in school with your teachers.
Actually, I'm good in class.
You don't listen.
I'm good in class. It's just on the bus. Because, like, I don't ride the bus in the morning. My dad takes me. But I get all hyper I get all hyper in the afternoon. Oh, no. I'm not doing no homeschool, girl. No, I do not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do not.
You're going down that path, brother. You're going to go. You know where you're going to go? You're going to go to alternative school, brother.
I never got OSS. I haven't got ISS in a while. Actually, 5th grade. 2 years, actually, so shut up. 2 years.
You haven't finished this year, so...
Still.
You need to finish it. Once it's finished, then you can say that. Just admit you're bad. You think you're good? You think you're a good little girl?
I'm kicking her off, and I'm gonna come and finish off. She wanted to come interrupt, and you guys got to know a little bit about how what we're dealing with Tatiana. Tatiana, she's definitely a working
progress.
Yeah,
she's one of those where
she's not one of like those kids that just goes and tries to like purposely try to start trouble. She's just trying
to be the class clown, really.
Not even that. I think she's more like she just doesn't know when to turn off the switch. And this has been her problem since she was little. Like, she thinks it's playtime all the time. And sometimes I do that with Jay. But, she's never serious. In certain situations. I'm
always moving the mic.
She's never serious. So we're trying to work with that. We're not trying to be like, and support things like that. Cause like, I know a lot of people probably will take it the wrong way. Like what we deal with her, like we're not promoting her or anything. She's just been, like I said, that's why she's my mom's last child. And
LOL.
So yeah, it's been a rough few years in school with her, but, it takes a lot, like a strong teacher to really deal with Tatiana. There's some teachers that actually knew how to deal with her. And trust me, it's been rough at home. Like, my mom's like, I don't even know what to do anymore. But honestly, she's not as bad as my dad was. The stories of how my dad was as a child would be so crazy. You guys would be like really shocked. Maybe we can get him back on here to talk about his childhood, of how it could relate a lot to Tatiana, but it wasn't that bad. Like, my dad was bad. Like, I'm telling you, he would get like there was one story where he was getting pulled out in the hallway by principals, and he was like, they're pulling him from the ground, and he was like waving to his friends while they were pulling him. So,
hi guys. that's another level of bad, boy.
So yeah, that's like what we're
next
dealing with.
Level.
But other than that, you guys, like, I think with our kids, like, we get like, we're just like glad that they're not like that. But it kind of just, like, I always tell Tatiana, you're the oldest and you need to like set an example just so our kids won't think like, oh, it's okay to do that.
That's honestly and that's where like kind of like the only reason why I step in and try to like say something to her, because it's like, I don't want my kids to do that.
Jay and talks to Tati
my kids. Like, monkey see, monkey do, and also because they do, that's their auntie, so it's like.
But that's why I'm kind of scared with Nova, because Nova acts just like her, and I think Nova, we're gonna have another Tati in our hands, and
so she might be the one that we might get calls on. I hope not. I'm praying. Yeah. I'm praying not. But like I said, Nova can be sweet though.
She can.
I don't think Tatiana was sweet.
She was sweet when she was little.
Well, to me,
when she was little, I think she'd like she always wanted to be with you. It's just a certain people. Like, it just depends. Like,
maybe that's what it is.
Tatiana can be good with certain people, but it's when people pick on her. She takes it to like another level.
Nova or Tatiana, as what they are right now, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, about to be 3-year-old.
Oh, they would.
Which hold on, no. Well, yeah, we'll go to that one. But which one do you honestly remember, like, if you can remember, gives you the most?
It was Tatiana.
She was worse?
Yeah, I don't know. Nova has her days where I'm like, ooh, this is wild. But you know what? It's just like, kids, it's so hard, like I said, it's parenting is so hard with kids that you're just like, okay, like you can be such a great parent, but your kid can just be like, turn out like so different. And it's like, it's so crazy because it's like, you don't know what to do, but it's just like, you guys are both learning together. So let's just hope we can get through that with Tatiana.
Yeah, because we be trying to gentle parent, but
We
let me just tell you,
kids.
we don't have gentle kids, so we gotta shut. They get gangster, we get gangster. You feel me? This is how it is in this house. It is what it is. You what? What? What you say, boy?
No, for real.
Knife hand.
Stop. But yeah,
No,
man.
the knife hand's the army, like army terms.
Oh, I was like, what
the
is?
knife hand
Like, you can't be doing that army terminology and stuff on me.
The drill sergeants always like they put their this is the knife hand. Okay?
Oh my
That's
god,
why knife hand.
You're so crazy.
What you say, boy?
You're funny. No, isn't there something that you wanted to like talk on about to our supporters about a debate? There was one debate that we had about actually gentle parenting versus like your parenting versus my parenting, how it's so different from one another. I think what's so different about one another, like when it comes to parenting our kids, is that like you are more of the tough one and I'm more of like, yeah, like I'll get on them, but like I'm not like so like hard. I think it's because
me and Gabby have a different parent.
So my parenting is more of like I do repeat myself, and I know sometimes Jay's like, you shouldn't have to repeat yourself, but like, come on, like these kids are just, their minds are everywhere, and I try to learn more about it just because like, I'm not saying like my parents weren't like perfect, but I grew up in a household where it's like always yelling, like literally always yelling. So I think that's something like, I don't want my kids to remember me just yelling all the time. Like, I love my mom to death, but she did yell a lot. And I know it was hard. She was a young parent too, and I'm a young parent as well. And I was a parent since I was 19, and I just feel like the way I see things is like I just don't want my kids to have trauma, or like I don't want them to have that like, oh my gosh, I can't go to my mom for anything because she's just gonna yell. I want to be my kid's safe place, and I'm not saying like my husband's not their safe place, but like sometimes he could be a little hard on them. And I think that's pretty much like any dad, like not every dad, but pretty much a lot of dads can relate. And I think it's just because like that's how they were raised too, and he was raised in a hard household with his parents. But which you have to step in and do that way. But sometimes I think he's like a little too hard, and I think that's why we clash sometimes when it comes to like that parenting styles, is because like I want to break generational curses over here. And sometimes I tell Jay, like, you just can communicate with them instead of like yelling at them, like raising your voice. But sometimes like, yeah, like don't get me wrong. I raise my voice sometimes, but like, I'm not like full force, like where, gets them scared and, stuff like that. And sometimes he catches himself because he like grew up with that. So we try to communicate about it, like that's not okay, and like we need to do another way, which is, I guess you could say, like it is a growing. Jay's definitely growing. Why? Because
bro, I can talk for myself.
No, I know. I'm just telling you my advice. Dang, I'm letting them know. So look, I'm letting them know that you are growing because the way you were before. Like you don't want to like whoop them, and that's something that we're trying to break, a generational curse, because we were raised with getting whooped. So I can see that you are growing from the way you were raised, and I guess yelling is a lot better than whooping them, but we're both trying to learn just to like kind of gentle parent and find other forms to parent our kids when it comes to when they're in trouble.
What's up, brother? Yeah, for sure. Sorry.
What? See, and this is you're talking about Tatiana not being serious in serious
Nah,
situations.
I had
you literally
because
just
I was about
proved
ready
my
to
point.
say
You're
brother,
the same
and
thing.
like it just came in my mind that what's
but
up,
yeah,
brother?
like
So
why do you feel like sometimes like
honestly, like you were saying before, I grew up kind of like that, where when I got in trouble, my dad was yelling at me, but it was kind of like, of course, it's just what dads, I guess. That's what dads do. They're the big dog in the house. So, yeah, I grew up with a lot of yelling too, just like you did. So, I'm used to that. So, it's kind of like I'm trying to break it, working on it to where I can break that curse, because I don't want that feeling of my kids growing up when they get older and they want someone to talk to and they can't talk to dad. They want to go to mom, and I'm like, no,
especially
come
like
talk
if they
to me,
know
man.
if it's gonna make you mad. I think that's where yeah, like the kids love us so much. Like they know they can come to us about a lot, but like if they know if it's something that's gonna get us mad, I don't want them to feel like they know that they're gonna get in trouble, and then they're like, oh my gosh, like I can't go to my dad, or I can't go to my mom because they're gonna just like lash out. So I think that's why I'm a lot more lenient with them.
Yeah, she has a lot. Her patience, like I have patience. Don't get me wrong. Like
very short.
I have patience. It's just sometimes when it comes to the point where I have to keep repeating myself. That's when I'm like, okay. And I'll try to take the calm route. But normally when I'm at that peak of where I'm getting frustrated, that's when everything just comes out. Everything that I've built up inside just comes out, and I know it's bad, and I don't want to do that in front of the kids.
Sometimes I like when he does that, I have to like.
But it's just it's literally everything, like everything, because I'm a guy that, and it's bad. I know it's really bad. I keep everything in. Like I'm not a.
He doesn't like to talk about his feelings.
I don't talk about my feelings like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that I keep everything in. So when things start to go like where things are getting frustrated for me, it all climbs up and then boom. But that's why I'm like, I get help for that stuff now. I'm working on it.
Yeah, he came a long way. I think when we first got with each other, before I was like, you guys see how hard Tatiana was. Like I helped my mom so much since she was a baby. Mm. So I was around I was around her crazy self since she was a baby. And I think I was like kind of like already like I knew how to be a mom because I was already helping my mom so much as a baby when my mom would go to work and stuff. And I was only like 11 or 12. So I think I already had that, but like he didn't have that. Like he had a sister. His sister and him were like 2-3 years apart. So like they still had each other, but like he never had like a younger sibling. So I try to put myself in his shoes, and he tries to put himself in my shoes too. And I think sometimes like with us having different aspects of like how we see things, I think that's how we like make a team, because like we both communicate, and like sometimes when he's lashing out, I pull him to the side. I'm like, hey, like it's okay. Like if the kids did something that they're not supposed to do, they know the consequences. They know that they're going to get their stuff taken away and they're not going to get playing time, things like that. Like, obviously we very are like strict about that. And we have like a lot of like rules in our house, but
now, don't get me wrong. Them kids be doing some dumbass shit. But, hey, we gotta. There's some means to where we gotta step in and say some crazy shit, because they just be doing some crazy shit. Y'all feel me? So it's like,
yeah, and that's understandable. I just think sometimes like I'm like, look, before you like lash out and like cause like a scene,
about
where you scare the kids. Like I think
really.
It's good to just communicate with them and make them realize like, hey, you messed up, dude. Instead of like screaming in their face and like causing like so much like, because it could cause trauma and stuff. Just because like I remember that as a kid, like yelling, and I'd be like, I'm just not gonna lie, I was scared, so I don't want my kids to feel that way. And I think it's just like this generation, you want to like break those generational curses. And it's like, and I know, like I said, my parents were learning. They were young parents. And like I said, his parents are a lot older, so they kind of still have like, how old were they when they had you? How old was your mom? She was a lot older.
she was definitely 30s.
I think they was very like they was so much older than mine when my mom had me, but so they already had like those boundaries, like those old style boundaries, like motherfucker, bend down.
Go get your ass. Yeah,
like his dad
like back then was whoopings. Like
I think Jay had a lot more whoopings than I did.
Yeah, definitely. I will say Kaylee had a lot more whoopings than I did. Though.
Your sister.
That's my sister.
So yeah, it's like, you know, you grew up with that. And it's like, do we really want to like bring that on to the generation and just have like our kids? Like, I just think like a lot of that can cause a lot of things. Like there's some parents that just, you know, that are out there that really hurt their kids. And I just can't imagine just like hurting my kids like that. Like I don't know. I just think of that. And it's just like so scary because it's like, can you imagine all those kids like that got hurt by their kids, like their parents, and then something happened to them. And it's because those parents literally grew up in like a household that just beat them. And then it rolled on to their generation. And now they're in jail because all that trauma that they had. So I just think of like things of the perspective, and I'm just like, there's so many ways. Like I have so much patience. So because Jay has shorter patience than I do, and I have so much of it, I think that's why it balances so much. Because I'm like, hey, Jay, like calm down. It's not that serious.
There's some things where I'm just like, you can't make me out to be.
Yeah, and I can understand that.
Like, I am not the enforcer where you use me. I'm gonna go get your daddy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's how I grew up too. Like my mom used to say that shit to me all the time. And maybe get your dad. And guess what? I'd be like this.
And I'm guilty of that. Yes, because look, I get overstimulated a lot. I'm not gonna lie, and I admit that. I'm working on it too. I'm not perfect. Just because I have a lot of patience doesn't mean I'm perfect too. I get overstimulated. And I think a lot of parents can relate to that. Like I get so overstimulated where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get your dad. But I think it's just because like I just don't want to scream at my kids, and I don't want to just put it on him to do it. But I know the moment Jay's just like looks at them, like they know that dad's not playing. Me, I think it's because I have so much patience and I'm lenient with them. That's why they think that I have to repeat myself. But it's when I'm just like, okay, give me your shit. Like, give me your iPad, give me your thing, give me everything. You're not playing outside. You're not doing this. And they know I stand on it. I just try so hard not to get to that point because they're learning kids. They're kids. They're freaking kids. Their brains are like sponges. So they like, you know, they're still learning. And, but I do know like but when Jay wants to, you know, punish them for like, from playing outside or something, I'm by his side I'm like, I tell the kids, I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't save you. I think that's one thing that I love about us too, is that, you know, like, I don't know if you grew up with this, like, but when your dad was gone, like your mom let you do all that stuff. So yeah. When our kids get punished, like I'm really gonna, like, I want both of us to stand on the punishments, and I think that's what we come together and that's another generational curse that we break with the kids, is that we broke with our kids, is that when we punish the kids from something, we both stand on it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, 100%.
That ain't no generational curse. My parents stood on everything they told me. If I was in trouble, if I was punished, I wasn't out.
Yeah, but when your dad was gone, like, you know, your mom.
Well, okay, if you're talking about when dad was like, gone, there was always a different type of energy. But you know, your mom only stood by him because of that. But no, my mom was the type to be like, she'd be like, no. Like, no. But she didn't really do that with us, though. She kind of stood by dad's thing. Mom's not like that with Tati. She don't be standing on business.
I'm like, you stood on business with me. Why aren't you standing on business with her?
She would beat you up. No, I was kidding.
No, but she literally would, if I was punished, like, I was punished.
Yeah, right.
Now, she's not like that with Tati. So that's why I'm kind of like, But I try to stand on business with our kids by Jay, because I also want to like respect his decisions just so he can respect mine as well. So I think it's just so important, like when it comes to parenting, like if you guys both have different parentings, like you guys are both learning, you know, together, it's so important to come together and just really communicate about it. And then try to find, because like I'm telling you, it's hard being parents. It really is. Like every day It's so hard. And I know a lot of people are like, how do you guys do it with 3 kids? How do you guys do it with 3 kids? And balance everything in your life. It's hard, but when you have a partner that gives you, like you guys both come together with like 50-50, it makes it so much easier with this parenting lifestyle, even though there is hard times. So if you guys just literally have each other and you guys communicate about it, about anything.
I will say one thing that I do different is that whenever I do get to those points where I'm boiling up, I'm getting there, and I lash out, right? Not like a crazy lash out, just they're in trouble, I'm yelling, yada da da. End of the day, after I will realize what I have done, I feel so bad, like really bad, and I'll go in and I'll talk to my kids and I'll tell them, hey, daddy, this, I'm working through this. I apologize for yelling. I always say this to them every
Sometimes
time.
Kids do deserve apologies when you have like you're overstimulated.
When I tell them when I'm wrong, I always tell them I'm wrong because that's what I want them to tell me. Because I want them to tell me things too. Like I
always tell them that too because I'm like, I know a lot of you guys don't know too much about like his side of the family, but like his sister's not as close with his dad, and it's because maybe we'll have her on a podcast with Jay soon when she comes and visits, so they could talk about their childhood. But she doesn't. She
feels like I got treated different. And I think that honestly, I feel like that would be a really good topic to talk about.
But you could see the relationship that she has with him, and you don't want that with Nevaeh and Nova. And that's why you broke those generational curses because. Yeah. You're like, I don't want my girls to grow up and not have a relationship with me, even with their sons. Like, it doesn't even matter if like you don't want like that ooey gooey I love you shit because your dad's like very like about the I love you stuff, and it's like you're so different from that, and you're breaking you don't realize that you're breaking generational curses by being there and like showing them love, like showing that love, not like holding it back because of your pride and because how you were raised. So it's so important because with me, I didn't grow up with like so much affection with my family. But like now, like I just try to just show that, with my kids and show them that they're loved and valued and all that. I think it's so important because like when a kid is like feeling like that, sometimes they grow up with like mental health issues and like attachment issues, like, or they're just depressed, or I don't know. There's just so much to it. And like, I think we're doing such a fucking great job at being parents.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. But yeah, we definitely have to do a podcast with his sister so you guys can get to see her and you guys can really know a lot more of his childhood. And I think it'd be so much better for him to talk about it with someone that went through this life with him. And you guys can like get to know of like how they were raised and like their moments, childhood memories.
Well, we had fun, dude.
You guys did. Like you guys honestly did have each other. Like even though like you guys went through like stuff here and there, you guys still had each other.
Right. We did fun things. Like we played, we fought, of course. You're always gonna fight. But man, we had an imagination on us. Like we came up with things to do. We didn't. That's why, like when the kids sit around in the house, I'll catch them, like where they're sitting around, and I can see in their face they're bored. They'll go find something in the snack, like trying to look for food. I'm like, no, we ain't doing that, big dog.
Getting bored.
I'm like, man. I'm like, y'all, the kids these days don't have a like. Let's go. Let's try to figure out something cool.
That's why you want to build
do.
stuff in the backyard.
That's why
we want land. We want land because we want to have so many things outside. Like there's so much to do outside as kids than being on a screen.
Yep. We didn't have a tablet like that.
Like I know this is the new
TV
generation. Like it's
mom.
good for them to know the new things because like it is new generation.
I mean, because it's only the technology is only going to get.
They're going to have to know how to like work around the technology. So yeah, I don't try to keep them from it 100%, but we do try to limit it. We limit it a lot more during the week. The weekends they're on it a lot more.
That's for sure.
Because that's kind of like they're like okay, they're not in school or whatever, but we don't do too much during the week, only a little bit, because like an hour screen time or 30 minutes just depends on their behavior as well. But I think it's just because we want their main focus to be school and school. Don't get me wrong.
And also is to use that brain of yours to come up with something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Nevaeh, sometimes they do. They have an imagination. Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, me and my sister, we used to have this little thing where we used to play war. We called it war. And it was when I get my G.I. Joe guys, she'd get her little Bratz Barbies or whatever. With the ones with the big heads. Ooh, we was going at it. Like sound effects and everything. We made sure everything. And then if you died, if you ever seen the movie Atlantis?
Yes.
The cartoon?
Yes.
And if you died, you was going up to the crystal light.
Oh my God, I cannot. The fact that you remember
this. Literally, this was what I would do. Like, literally, I would... We had the dopest sound effects when we played everything.
All right, y'all.
Hey.
This man got me. Editor, you need to repeat that and just show it in slow motion, because what the fuck was that?
I'm trying to tell you.
No, but no, and I get it. I know why you could get frustrated with that too. But hey, babe, you gotta understand, like, we're in different times. We're in complete different times, and it sucks. Like, we're trying so hard to show them that those like childhood things, like even the childhood movies and stuff. Like, we try to show our kids all the stuff that we grew up with, just because we don't want our childhood memories to die either. Like, we want them to
I'm a big, like, honest. I don't know what it is, but like, I feel like I'm a grown adult, but I'm also a kid at the same time.
He's a big
because
kid.
Honestly, I just feel like everyone should live life fun. Like, you never know when it's your last. You never know when it's your last day, your last breath,
and like stressing too about life. Like, that's just.
I try to have fun every day. Like, I want to have fun. Like, when we get this house, when we get these, like, these land, baby, I plan on having so much.
Our kids literally don't understand. Like, they're gonna have so many childhood memories, and I think that's so cool. That's so cool that we're be able to, create that for them. But yeah, that was a good conversation. I know it was a lot about parenting. A lot of you guys getting to know, like, what we're dealing with Ati, and I feel like that kind of relates to what we're dealing with parenting and stuff. Parenting is hard. Okay, my mom's going through it. Everyone
has a different way of parenting. Definitely, me and Gabby have our different ways. Not everyone is perfect, so y'all listening, judging. Hey, you judge us. It's okay.
Everybody's learning every single day,
and we learn every day how to be.
It's not easy, but we're doing it. We're here. Our kids are healthy. They're alive. They're, they have food, always food in the fridge. They have always new clothes, new shoes. They have it all. They have the world, but we're all learning and still growing and flourishing. But yeah.
Well, guys, that is gonna be it for this episode of Mom Said Dad Said. You feel me, man? You like that? I told you, look, I have different characters that I can get into, and like I can like really become an actor for sure.
I feel like you should go for it.
I'm finna go for it.
You need to go for it.
I
support you 100%.
I feel like I could be a ratchet, raspy, like
you could be on Tyler Perry's fucking
on movies. Me, put me in it. On me, I'll be the rat. Don't put me against Medea. I want to go against Medea.
Everybody recommend Jay Kelly to Tyler Perry.
I'm going against Medea. It's gonna be Spice Girl versus Medea in a boxing ring. What's up?
In a boxing ring.
Even though Medea tall.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right.
All right, guys. Hey, that's it for Mom Said Dad Said episode. Stay tuned for next week, baby.
Bye.